As I sit here now, gently running my fingers over the intricate engravings on this worn silver pocket watch, memories come flooding back to me of a time when life seemed simpler and Mark's laughter filled our days with warmth and possibility. "Remember when we first met, Mark?" I murmur softly, more to myself than to him. Mark sits beside me in his favorite armchair, his eyes distant yet still holding a flicker of recognition. "Yeah," he replies with a wistful smile, his voice tinged with nostalgia. "You were the only one who could make me believe I could do anything." Our journey began in college, where we were two souls navigating the uncertain waters of young adulthood. Mark was charismatic and optimistic, with a charm that drew people to him effortlessly. His laughter echoed through the corridors, brightening even the gloomiest of days. I, on the other hand, was drawn to his free spirit and his ability to see the beauty in every moment. After graduation, we embarked on our adventure, moving into a tiny apartment where we made a home filled with love and laughter. Mark pursued his passion for photography, capturing moments of beauty in the mundane, while I delved into my career as a social worker, driven by a desire to make a difference in people's lives. We were young and in love, with the world stretching out before us like an open road. "I found something for you," I say, breaking the silence one anniversary, holding out the pocket watch. Mark's eyes light up with that familiar spark of joy and gratitude as he takes it from my hands. "It's our story in a watch," I add with a smile. "It's perfect," Mark breathes, turning it over in his hands, tracing the initials and the date engraved on its surface, just like you. But life has a way of testing even the strongest bonds. A few years later, our picture-perfect life began to unravel. Mark started experiencing strange symptoms, forgetting appointments, misplacing his keys, struggling to find the right words. At first, we brushed it off as stress or fatigue, but as time went on, the symptoms became more pronounced. "Sarah, where did I put my camera?" Mark asks one morning, frustration evident in his voice as he searches through drawers and cabinets. "It's right here, love," I reply gently, placing the camera in his hands. "Remember, it's always in the top drawer." After countless doctor's visits and tests, we received the devastating diagnosis. Mark had a rare neurological disorder that was slowly robbing him of his independence and his memories. The news hit us like a sledgehammer. Mark, who had always been the rock in our relationship, was now facing a battle that neither of us could have imagined. "I'm scared, Sarah," Mark confesses one night, his voice barely above a whisper as we sit side by side on our bed. "I am too," I admit, tears welling up in my eyes as I hold his hand tightly. "But we'll face this together, just like we faced everything else." The pocket watch, once a symbol of our love and commitment, took on new meaning in those dark days. I held onto it like a lifeline, a tangible connection to the man I fell in love with and the life we had built together. It became a silent witness to our journey, of the moments we cherished, the dreams we shared, and the challenges we faced. As the years passed, our roles shifted. I became Mark's caregiver, navigating the maze of doctor's appointments, managing his medications, and trying to hold on to the fragments of our life before illness became our constant companion. Our once vibrant home, filled with the echoes of laughter and dreams, grew quiet and somber. The walls seemed to close in around us as we grappled with the uncertainty of what lay ahead. Yet amidst the darkness, there were moments of grace and tenderness that sustained us. "You're still the most beautiful woman I've ever known," Mark whispers one afternoon, his eyes locking onto mine with a depth of love that transcends words. "And you're still my rock," I reply softly, leaning in to kiss his forehead, savoring the warmth of his touch. Mark, despite the relentless progression of his illness, never lost his sense of humor or his love for me. He would hold the pocket watch in his hands, tracing the familiar initials and the date etched on its surface, and a fleeting smile would grace his lips. In those moments, I knew that our love was stronger than any disease, transcending the boundaries of time and space. On one particularly poignant anniversary, I carefully placed the worn pocket watch into Mark's trembling hands. His fingers traced the engravings with a gentle reverence, his eyes brimming with unshed tears. We sat together in silence, the only sound filling the room the soft ticking of the watch, a rhythmic reminder of the passage of time and the precious moments we had shared. In that moment, amidst the weight of our shared memories and the unspoken fears of what lay ahead, we found solace in each other's presence. Our love story is not one of fairy tale endings or grand gestures. It's a story of resilience and courage, of learning to find beauty in the midst of pain. As I hold Mark's hand now, listening to the faint ticking of the pocket watch, I know that our love will endure, long after the watch finally stops ticking. Our journey together has been marked by hardship and heartache, but it has also been imbued with moments of profound joy and deep connection. We have weathered storms that threatened to tear us apart, emerging stronger and more resilient each time. And through it all, the pocket watch has remained a steadfast symbol of our love, a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. As I sit here now, recounting our story, I am filled with gratitude for the moments we have shared and the love that has sustained us. Mark may not remember all the details of our life together anymore, but I hold on to them fiercely, cherishing each memory like a precious gem. And as long as I live, I will continue to carry our love in my heart, knowing that it is a bond that transcends even the confines of time itself.